Hi, I'm Joe Lamond.
And I'm Chris Martin.
So his company was started in 1833. He thinks he can just stage bomb me now.
I'm sorry, but...
Hi, I'm Joe Lamond, President and CEO of NAMM, and I am so excited to be able to be here with the readers of Score magazine and to share some of our thoughts with all of you readers, all the passionate musicians and music producers in India. Well, we are back in person. That's one of the, I never thought I'd say that was new, but coming out of COVID to be, reuniting the global community is new. We did the show here in June, but most countries were still under travel quarantine or long restrictions on having to travel. So now in April of 2023, we are back well over 100 countries and great participation from around the world, not just a few, but many people are back for the first time since 2023. So I'm looking for the global reunion at this show this time. To me, what I'm seeing so far is there's innovation, right? In our industry, there's innovation in the traditional instruments. Some of the independent guitar makers are just coming up with amazing new guitar design and use, how they're using materials and how they're building instruments, for our artists. On the technology side, it's interesting because I think more of the innovation is coming in how we use it. So Tech Tracks is going to be a series of education tracks while we're here with artists, engineers, producers, live sound, and they're going to be talking about how do they use or how will they envision using AI to become more effective, efficient with their time, more productive in the studio. So I think what we're really thinking about, and this is our theme, right? I mean, where's the future going? See the future first here. And so the users are trying to figure out how will they use this really powerful technology to be more creative. Will it take away our creativity? we will have to see. But right now, I think everyone's excited about what it might mean for productivity and the use, the tools that we'll be able to use here. Now the manufacturers are going to have to start building that in so that the artists and the engineers and the producers can actually, use this intelligence for making, more music for everybody, or making someone who maybe envisioned being musical, but maybe not have had the skill or the lifelong music making to be able to express themselves, express their ideas. So it's a tool, and what we're going to find out at this show is how do we envision using this tool in the future. What has occurred over the last, 40 years. I've been coming to the NAMM Show for 40 years, first as an industry person and a performer, and then as a road manager, and then NAMM for 25 years now as a NAMM staffer. Globally, we've come together. This was not that way early days. It was primarily an American show, then a North American show, and then the global show. So much more interactivity with all our partners around the world. Instruments have changed completely. I mean, remember, there was no digital recording not that long ago. There was no digital consoles or how we use this technology. The things that were launched here, ADAT was launched here. This is the 40th anniversary of MIDI, which was launched here. So just an amazing thought, how much has changed. And then I think about what's next. What's next to change? I mean, what is happening right here, right now, under the radar that's going to just change everything, much like a small meeting in 1983 when they were talking about the MIDI spec. What's about to happen? So that's why I love coming to the NAMM Show. You know something's going to come out of this that's going to change our world. Member success, first and foremost, are we helping our industry go forward? Are we helping our members launch products, find their next career path? I mean, part of this is about launching careers. So we look at a member success first. If we can do that, then we know we're going to have a viable business. Of course, registration numbers, although what we learned through the COVID period especially is that bigger necessarily isn't better, either in exhibits or in attendance. It was better is better, and that means having the right people in the room. So we're going to be looking going forward as to how do we build this gathering, a global gathering. Here's how I think about it. We're an association. We help people associate. We're not a trade show organization. We help people associate. So we've been doing that in many forms throughout the 122 years of NAMM's existence. It may be evolving again, which is very exciting, but first and foremost, we help people associate. We bring people together so that they can advance their careers, launch their products. And so we will then continue to produce this event, and our measure of success is, do we get to do some good things afterwards? Have we made some excess revenue so that we can now fund grants and scholarships and promote music education with policymakers and government? Our measure of success is, are we able to take this show and then work year round to create more music makers? So we look at it in a couple different ways. Member success, and then are we able to go out into the world all year round and promote music, music education, and create more music makers around the world. The NAMM Show really it encompasses multiple businesses. You've got traditional instruments, pianos, organs, you've got school band and orchestra, you've got guitars and basses, electronic keyboards, you've got touring, large frame consoles, lighting, and you've got software. You've got everything in between. That's multiple industries in once. You think they agree on anything? Nope. And our only way we can keep everyone together is to focus on the bigger picture. Now, we will work with those segments on their particular issues. If you're making wooden, using wood products, we're going to help with government relations on import-export regulations. And if you're working on software, we're going to be working on piracy issues. If you're working in wireless microphones, we're going to work on the white space that you need, and that's a congressional or a government allocation. So we're going to work on different issues by segment, but then we go up to the top. Why are we here? We're here to create more music makers. We're here to bring more music to the world, and that's what they all agree on. You get them up there, and those other particular issues about their own segment drift away. And you go up to the top and say, we're trying to create a more musical world. And that's when we get big things done, because we get all segments to work together on that common vision of a more musical world. You can expect to see me dropping to my knees and thanking the Lord that we're back in January. No, you think about this COVID period, January 2020 was our biggest show in our history at that time. Then COVID hit. We did a virtual show in 2021, no NAMM Show, all virtual. 2022, we did a special edition show in June, which was crazy. NAMM Show's never been in June. And then 9 months later, we're doing the show in April as a bridge to get back to January 24. So from January of 2020 to January of 2024, we have been on this journey. And if you think about it, from last July or June show, we're doing 3 NAMM shows. 3 NAMM shows in 18 months. That's a bridge back to January. So I think we're going to see the culmination of all that effort by NAMM and our members, so that January 2024 will be back to what we'll see where the future's going. That will be a traditional NAMM show in its traditional time period, launching new products first of the year, bringing the globe together in Southern California in January, by the way, which is a great place. It's going to be the culmination of a 4-year journey that we all just went through. So I think it'll be a celebration, both at the show and year round. NAMM is going to be live, online streaming, and on demand streaming. So if you're at home and you can't make it to the NAMM Show this year, on NAMM Show Plus, you can virtually experience the show. See a lot of education, the breakfast sessions, some of the really big tech tracks sections, and some of the new product launches, online, live. If you're here and you have NAMM Show Plus app, you can go visit your vendor while you're missing a great session with maybe the artist you love upstairs. But then when you get back to your hotel room, you can watch that session on demand. So if you're not here, you get to experience the NAMM Show in a way, not the same, you know that. There's nothing the same about being face-to-face and being there. And if you're at the show and you use the NAMM Show Plus app, you are in 2 places at once. You've virtually doubled your effectiveness while you're here. So virtual is a part of our life going forward and will always be. And whether you're at the show physically or whether you're at home 10,000 miles away.